Hey guys, it's Maymer, and today my grandmother has picked out my makeup. Now, she didn't want to be in the video because she's a little camera shy, but I swear everything she picked, or every makeup product that I have here, she picked. Promise. Alrighty. So the first product she picked out for my eyeshadow primer is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. So I'm going to use this today. Just going to take a small amount on my finger like that. It'll be enough for both eyes. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat this on with my finger. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling or not a lot, or if my voice sounds weird. My allergies have been acting up. They're starting to go away, but still not fully. But, you know, still gonna film for you guys. Alright, so to set that down, I'm just gonna use the powder she picked out for me to set my concealer with, and that is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. My Ipsy brush, of course. Not my Ipsy. Wow. My Luxie brush. That was so bad. Don't know why I said Ipsy. Maybe because I got it from Ipsy, but still weird. I said that. Alright. So that is now set. Now the eyeshadow palette that she picked out for me is the Makeup Revolution Redemption Eyeshadow Palette in Romantic Smoked. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it looks like this. Now, she picked this palette because she doesn't like anything bold. Her eyeshadow basically consists of a dark brown. That's about it. So, she picked this one. She liked this one. So, for my transition shade, I'm going to go in with this one right here. These shadows are really nice and pigmented. This is what I have so far. Now I'm gonna go in and deepen it up with I'm gonna go in with the shade right next to it. This one. So and I want to keep this lower as always. Just kind of want to deepen. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with this brush, and I think I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the gray here, the second to last shade in the palette. And I'm just gonna run this on the outer corner. I'm gonna focus most of the color on the outer corner, and then when I have barely anything left on my brush, I'm working into the crease. And I'm gonna go in and blend that just the crease area a little bit more with that first brush that we used. Like so. Alright, now I'm going to go in with a small flat shader brush, and I think I want to go in with this green color right here. It's the fourth color in the palette. It is a shimmer, so I'm going to put this all over my lid. Ready? Alrighty. And then I'm gonna go in. She picked out some eyeliner for me. This is the Beauty For Real eyeline in the shade Whiskey. I'm gonna line my lash line with this. Alrighty. Now that that's done, I have some fallout that I'm just going to sweep away with my big fluffy powder brush. Alrighty. Now for facial primer, she picked out the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer Perfecting Smooth Lines and Pores for a Smooth Finish. Looks like this. This primer is okay. It's not my favorite. Personally, I don't think it does anything, but if it works for you, it works for you. I find that it doesn't really, it's kind of gritty, and it kind of doesn't do anything for my skin. I mean, it makes it soft, but when I use this, I don't notice any blurring effect or smaller pores. So that's what I want. Typically I just go and use like Benefit Professional or my Peter Thomas Roth face primer. Typically not this, but she picked it. And then for foundation, she picked the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Shell Ivory. This is one of my favorite foundations. I do really like this one, so. And then I'm just going to blend it in using my Ulta Beauty sponge. Okay, make sure this is blended. Alrighty, now that this is blended, it's time for concealer. For concealer, wow. She picked out the Sephora Make No Mistake High Coverage Concealer. This is the shade 01. Alrighty. Now I'm just gonna blend it in the other side of my Ulta Beauty sponge. And then to set my concealer, she picked out the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, as I said earlier. I'm going to set that with my Luxie brush. Alrighty. And then to set my face, she picked out the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the shade 001 Transparent. And I'm going to take that with my big fluffy powder brush. Pretty sure this lighting makes me look so pale. Great. Now, normally I do have my windows open, but it's raining outside, so it's not too bright out there. So I figured it really wouldn't help to open them, so I didn't. So it's just the two lights in my room, and then the one that's on my mirror. Alrighty. Wow, that was smooth. Okay. Now that that's all set, I'm gonna go finish my eyes. I'm gonna take my small little smudger brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I think I'm just gonna go into that second brown shade that I used, this one. A little bit more than I bargained for. I'm just gonna run it really close to the lash line. Look myself in the eye. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with that very first brush that we used and just blend it out more. No extra product, just what's left over on the brush. Okay. And then I'm gonna go back in with that same Whiskey eyeliner and put it in my waterline. Okay. And then she chose for me to not curl my eyelashes, so I'm just gonna go straight in with the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara, which she picked. I'm gonna run this through my lashes. Eyeball is watering. already. And then she chose for me to do my eyebrows, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in the shade Auburn. So I'm going to go in with the pencil side and kind of just fill in my eyebrows. I don't want to do anything too ham. Open it up a little bit. It's a little dry. There we go. That is a brow. Alrighty. Brows are done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and apply some bronzer. She picked out the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is the shade Light Bronzer. I'm just gonna do this how I always do it. Alrighty. Okay. Runs up the temples. The temples. Oh, if you hear like a whirling sound, that is my fan. It gets hot in my room. So my fan is on at the moment. Okay, and then like always, I'm gonna go back in my powder brush just to make sure this stuff is really blended. And this is so harsh. Okay, I'm gonna go well, I was gonna go ahead and clean it up with translucent powder, but I don't have a loose one, so I'm not gonna do that. And then for blush, she picked out the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. Just on the tip of my nose. already. And then for highlight, she picked the Jeffree Star Cosmetics X Manny MUA Skin Frost in the shade Eclipse. Here we go. It looks like that. Oops, sorry about that. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it with my Ulta Beauty sponge. Ooh, look at that highlight. Yes. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. That nose height be popping. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use. Actually, no. I was gonna use this to highlight my inner quarter and brow bone, but I decided against it. I'm actually gonna go in with this shade right here. The Fish shade in the palette. It's right next to that first shimmery shade that I used. I'm gonna go ahead and use my mirror for this. Alrighty. Now for lips, she picked out the CoverGirl X Katy Perry Kitty Cat Matte Lipstick in the shade Sphinx. This is one of my favorite lipstick formulas. This is one of my favorite lipstick colors. Okay. And to set the face, she picked the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. Give that a good shake. And apparently throw the cap at myself. And set. Ugh. I got some in my mouth. That's disgusting. Don't recommend getting that in your mouth. That taste is awful. Right, and then like always, I'm just gonna go ahead and pat around my face. Alright. I'm gonna show you guys an up close, and then I'm gonna call her into my room and we'll see what she says. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what she says. Ma'am! What do you think? Oh, do you like it? Yep.
Yeah, did you? Awesome.
Alrighty. Make sure you guys like and subscribe this video. And maybe the next time I do a video with her, she'll actually get it on the camera. Alright, I think that's it. Bye, guys.